Good evening. Good evening. How y'all doing? I hope everybody is doing well on a Thursday evening. Did get a little chilly out here, so want to make certain that I put my hat and my sweatshirt on. Now, I will tell you guys, I am outside, and the reason that is important for tonight is because maybe you may be hearing a lot of things behind me. I think somebody upstairs a couple of floors up is playing some sort of music. There is a soccer game at the stadium. So literally, if you hear somebody go, "Yeah," they're not cheering me on. There's an entire like football stadium, like not. I feel like it's weird because it's not far, but it's far enough where it doesn't seem like I should be hearing it as if I am actually there. But that is neither here nor there. Today we are getting into some very important topics. If you guys do not know, my name is RJ, and I live here out here in Medellín, Colombia, originally from Philadelphia. However, I made a decision to move out of the United States. So once again, if you guys are new, 6:30 p.m. I'm a little bit late. I had some technical difficulties, but 6:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. What we do is talk about the journey, what it is that you guys actually need to do to move abroad. These things are actual steps that you can take. We went over the actual 6 steps yesterday. Today is something. It's going to touch home. It's going to probably hit you in your pockets, in your closet, in your driveway. You're like, what is he talking about? That's cool. We're gonna get into it for certain. Want to make certain that you guys are sharing the live. This is for people that are looking to move abroad, not only to Colombia, because Colombia is just one place of many. Whereas I can give you direct information about Colombia, Medellin, whereas other people, other places, we're going to bring those people on, give you guys the opportunity to ask questions, not just from Colombia perspective, but from another expat. Give them the opportunity to tell you what their journey looked like, and that is what actually tomorrow is. Tomorrow's Fridays, my favorite days. So we'll get into what that looks like then. However, tonight is about what America lied to you about. Did you guys know that you're going to be in for something special about what America lied to you about? Because they're not going to tune in on the nightly news. It's almost 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and they will not say this is what we've been lying about since Monday, let alone since forever. But we're going to get into it because when you move abroad, you are going to learn something. You are going to learn something that is so interesting. It's so interesting because we put so much emphasis on stuff and things, and when you go to move abroad, you cannot take it off. Everybody doesn't realize how much they have until they go to move. Now I'm just talking a normal move. I don't mean moving abroad. I mean I'm from Philadelphia. I moved from Philadelphia to Atlanta, Philadelphia to Miami. Those were my journeys. But when you go to have to sweep up everything in your room, you go put all of those things in boxes, and you realize how much stuff that you have. Did you ever like confess to yourself, like, you don't have to answer, but like, you might be a hoarder? Maybe you're a hoarder. Like, it's okay. It's a safe space. But seriously, America has put so much emphasis on the stuff and things that you buy, that those things are supposed to be uh, temporary happiness. Like my dad says, retail therapy. My dad got most shirts, socks, shoes, hats, scarves, coats, glasses, watches. It's not my dad. It's everybody in America. Everybody in America is faced with these things. We are going in Christmas time right now. Christmas time is an expensive time. Expensive from a time perspective, expensive from a finances perspective. You might say, what do you mean time perspective? Well, I know a lot of people historically pick up extra hours, might, pick up a second job for the Christmas so that they can afford the stuff and things that America said, no, that is not. America said, hey, you guys, this stuff and these things, it's going to make your people happy. It's going to make your family happy, make your friends happy. It's going to give them a sense that you care about them. And you do these things, routinely, like every year, like faithfully. Like Christmas comes, people flood. It used to be the malls. They probably flood online, Amazon. these things, and they're buying stuff and things. And when you go make that first move and that first jump and you actually get out of the United States, you guys are going to be like, what the hell have I been doing? What the hell have I been doing? And it's serious. And I say that is because you look into a scenario where the things that you have brought all have non-lasting value. The moment you buy a new car, the one that you saved up for, you did extra hours, extra shifts, these things at the, back home. Once you drove it off the car, it's no the dollar amount immediately changed. Whatever a trillion dollars during Christmas, exactly. $1 trillion that they no longer can afford, but people are trying to buy temporary happiness. People say, well, how is $1 trillion getting spent during Christmas? Well, people are trying to buy temporary happiness. It's a mental health thing. We talk about that on Tuesdays, but they sell you on these stuff and things. And it wasn't until I actually had to pack up all my stuff in a non-scenario where I'm moving from a different state, but I actually had to move and figure out what I had and could take in 2 bags, what pictures I could take, with hats, shoes, socks, drawers, everything. Like I could only fit in like maybe 2 carry-ons, and I think I had like 2 check bags. But that's it. And I realized, and sitting amongst my stuff and things, and I'm sitting here trying to pick, what am I going to take? What am I going to take out of the United States to start my new life? And I was in a weird situation. You know why? Because one, I didn't know what to take. I had so much stuff. Like I had so much stuff that I did not know what to take. What am I going to wear with this? What am I? You get some people wear basic stuff. Like even this jacket. Like this jacket, you can't wear this with everything. So depending on what kind of person you are and how much stuff and things you accumulated because you wanted to be able to get this going with this going. You want to get shoes going with this jacket. So you had a bunch of jackets and stuff and things and t-shirts and jeans and stuff. And I looked at it and I was sitting there and I was like, what? First of all, after I got over myself, that's the first thing you're gonna do. You're gonna get over yourself because you're gonna realize, like, hey man, like you can't take it all. Like you're gonna have to, unless you want to just stay here with the stuff, you're gonna have to. So once I got over myself, I said, okay, what am I gonna take? But then that came down to what was the most important things, and it was clothes because I had to clothe myself. But it got down to pictures. It got down to some things that reminded me of a time, someone, somewhere, and it really got into a serious thing. And I had to get down to it. And I said, hey, all of this stuff I'm going to take. But everything else that is sitting here in this pile with me, I'm leaving in the United States. And I looked at it and I said, "This I spent so much time with this, and I had like a bicycle I had, and I was so much stuff, and I was like, I cannot take it all with me." And I realized how much time and energy I had spent trying to acquire these things and not actually living. People are already in a situation where they're having a tough time in America as is, let alone just trying to find something that makes them feel good. So when you get into it, decluttering your life abroad, you're gonna start to wake up. It's not the immediate wake up, but you're gonna start to wake up. You're gonna start to wake up and say, I actually gave so much time away for stuff and things, and now none of this matters. And I'll tell you why it doesn't matter. If you have traveled abroad, you'll see people in very dire scenarios with bigger smiles on their faces than you. Not saying that their lives are better because of the money and the stuff and the things, but you will see a genuine happiness that you might not have. Many people go on vacation because they're looking to escape. Don't Some of them don't even know what it is that they're looking to escape. They just gotta go. Gotta go. I don't know what it is. There are so many things in America that we are used to that is not the cadence of the world, but we are sold the dream that it is. So when we talk about decluttering your life, you're going to have a moment where you are going to look into yourself and say, well, damn, that guy was right. That guy said, hey, all of this stuff and things weren't going to matter once I got out of where stuff and things are relatively define you. Think about it. You could say, oh, no, stuff and things don't define Americans. What? Go to a nightclub. People are standing on the tables going like this, popping bottles that cost $20 for $500. It's an exorbitant thing. Wearing chains and $5,000 watches. Like, people are so much more happier than you are without all your stuff and things. And you're going to get into that. So you declutter your life. It's going to be both a physical thing as well as mental. We talk about the etiquette and the homework and everything that it is that you have to do, but it all comes and it gels together. When you go and you've done your research and you've done where I'm going to be at, and you decided, okay, this is where I'm going. But you go and say, okay, I got to sell my house, or I've got to, get out of my lease, or my lease is over, so I'm leaving now. But you go get rid of all that stuff and things, because most of the time, if you are watching this and you are already somebody that can put their entire life into two bags, good for you. Good for you. I wasn't. Why would I tell y'all something? Like, anybody that knows me knows that that will be a very tall tale. And most of you guys aren't, which is okay. It's okay. But when you realize that the value of life is not focused on stuff and things, you are going to experience something that is so beautiful, but you can only experience if you take the first step. Now, decluttering and things of that nature, that's a part of the packing process. That's around the fourth or fifth step as far as the six steps that you have to do. But I always talk about this, and it's got its own day because it was something that I wasn't prepared for. It made me look at what the life that I have built in America as if it might have meant not much of what it is that I put my energy and time in. And you got to answer that question for yourself. You guys know how much time you spend away from your family to be able to afford them stuff and things. Now, here's the thing. You need money. You need money to do things. Do not get the message twisted that I'm saying you do not need money. That would be somebody telling you a tall tale. But what I'm saying is, one, America costs a lot. So if you have the opportunity to go overseas and make US based dollars, your money will go a lot further than what it is that it is going. Your quality of life will go up, and your relatively the amount of money you have in your pocket, because you could literally probably 50% of what it is that you spend, and then and save the rest of it, and then still have ability to have amenities that you can't afford in the United States abroad. And that's not Iceland and Colombia. That's just a lot of places. Like, that's reality. People actually have a value of life, whereas in the United States, everybody is living to work. Not like, okay, I need to go to my work so I can go on this trip. People think about how many. Think about this. Think about how many potential Christmas gifts, toys, new clothes. Not new clothes because your kids grew out of them. I'm just talking about new clothes because you want them to be in the finest of fashions. All of this stuff, right? And they get that. And kids grow like this. They grow like so fast. So not isolating it to the people with kids, but just in general, you go buy yourself something new. Think about it. Once you get it, you wear it, you go somewhere, somebody saw you in it. When's the next time you're gonna wear it? I always tell y'all gonna see me on with the relatively the same clothes. I got down to two bags and two carry-on. So hey, I'm telling y'all what it is that I'm living, because it doesn't matter anymore. But when you go under Christmas and you look, and there's 75 different boxes of gifts and everything else, and by January, February, by the time the new president is in, literally none of that stuff has the same value it did the first day you gave it to them. If they've already worn it, it doesn't have the same value. Every year, every year since the beginning of time. Not the beginning of time, but you guys know what I mean. Literally, think about that. I tell people that maybe you're not looking and maybe you can't go abroad, but instead of buying a bunch of stuff and things, do something. When you get, if you ever get old and you go and you're not able to move anymore as much as you were able to, if something tragic happens and you're not able to get up and move around, and you're still young but want to do it but can't do it anymore, what does that look like? Can you imagine having a bunch of stuff and things, a bunch of shoes that you'll never walk in again, a bunch of things that you might died, and you think about that. But if you went to a vacation and you saw some things and learned a new culture and ate some positive foods and got out of the box that America keeps selling you guys. If you don't take anything, this is not even about simply just moving abroad. This is about the stuff and things, because I have to talk to people that, one, are looking to move. But two, I would be remiss to think that somebody is not watching that can't move. You can't. Maybe you haven't touched a computer in years, so going online and making remote money isn't something that you can do. Okay, all right, I understand. However, what you can understand is there are so many things that you can do that, yes, have to do with what we're talking about is the move abroad lifestyle, but it's also a mindset. There's a mindset that is going on here where you can start to declutter your life in the United States. Never mind just moving abroad and have to go down to possibly two bags, two carry-on bags, and two check bags. Never mind that. What can I do today? No, no. What can you do today? I've already done it. What can you do today? Because the stuff and the things that you continue to buy to be able to fill the void and the gap that, the constant pressure of America. We don't, so many people don't know that they're under pressure and they're like, oh, you're under pressure here. What are you talking about? There's no pressure, huh? No pressure. So FDA is saying that we can give you guys lab grown meats. That's no pressure at all. So the meat can just be grown. It's not even an animal anymore. It's just some sort of chemical equation like that. That's no pressure, right? The walking into the grocery store, and that might be a situation where you are part of a mass incident and it has nothing to do with you. Just because somebody was having a bad day, that's no pressure, right? These are things that aren't part of the world's cadence, yet is a part of the snow globe of America. It's beautiful, isn't it? Snow globe is beautiful. Let's shake it up a little bit and see how beautiful it looks. Get out of the snow globe and then look back into the snow globe and say, man, that snow globe is real artificial. They've been telling me something that is not true. I'll be honest with you. And this is Colombia, and this is not Mexico. I have no idea but the average minimum wage here, it's a little bit less than $400. It rises every year, but I will tell you that people are so much happier. I preface this because I told you the sounds behind me can be a little distracting. And I say why? Because soccer just started back up, or football. There was a guy literally outside playing a violin outside of my house, jingle bells, with the microphone. That was just the afternoon show, the evening show. Never mind the early afternoon show that was out there with the drums and the and people are just happy. I was on my way to go look at a new place. I got to get out of here, and I saw in the cab three guys. One guy, there was a next guy on his shoulder, and there was another guy on his shoulder. So these were three grown men tall, and all three of them were at the red light, literally juggling what looked like knives. It was the craziest thing ever. And people are doing their thing, and it's hustling, and it's working, and it's doing their thing. But people, I will tell you that people are happy. People are doing their best to be happy. It's Christmas time. It's time for friends. It's time for family. Whereas the United States, it's time for going back to work and going to work and trying to make more money so we can afford the gifts that won't be good by the time the January 20th inauguration of the president will be here. The shirt will be old. I wore it one time. Can't nobody see me in that again? I don't have to go back to work so I can go afford another thing that just goes into the ocean at this point. Stop. You don't have to just be moving abroad. Declutter right now, wherever it is that you are. Think about the things. If you get old and you have a bunch of stuff and things, pants that no longer serve, think about when Jay-Z had us wearing all them daggone button-ups. Think about all them jersey dresses that y'all was wearing. Imagine if you had just spent all the money that you had on a closet full of them. Right now, what would you be wearing? You would look like a Nelly video. You would look like Cedar's World is about to introduce you. Stuff and things. But at the time, you would have been good. So when you think about this, like, put it into perspective. Stop spending all your money on stuff and things. It's already going to be tough enough. It's going to be tough enough in the United States with these potential tariffs that they're talking about. The bags of groceries already $100. How much it costs to fill up a daggone gas tank, and y'all buying stuff and things. Stuff and things. You can declutter your life now. It's one of the biggest things that you're going to have to do, because when you get into it, you're going to be like, damn, he was right. I can go spend money on life instead of spending money on stuff and things, watches, jewelry, bags, shoes, hats, cars. Yo, you know what's crazy? When you get in the Maybach, you get in the bus, and you get in the daggone Corolla, all them Jones go from point A to point B. Now, maybe the people on the outside will make something about it, but what does that do for your life? When people see you in the Maybach, or people see you just in the Mercedes Benz, what does that do for your life? And I'm not talking from a position of not. I'm talking from a position of I was a person that had one and realized very quickly that stuff and things. I'm talking to y'all from the other side of realizing that America sold me a dream that was no longer true, and I don't even know if it was ever, ever. This is a challenge for y'all. Look around your house. How much stuff and things do y'all have? It don't got to be moving time. It just need to be time. It just needs to be time. Time to let it all go. When I say let it all go, I mean take whatever it is that you want to do with your life and pour it into that. Stop pouring into stuff and things. Stop trading the time and energy away because it's really not even a fair trade. Not saying that anybody here makes the federal minimum wage, but what if you do? I think federal minimum wage in the United States is $7.35 an hour. Go to the grocery store and try to spend $7.35. But wait, that's $7.35 an hour before taxes. So go try to spend about 450, 485. What can you buy? You have traded 1 hour of work for some stuff and things. Now you got to buy milk and things of that nature, but the other stuff that you guys are wasting on, all of the clothes, all of the non things, please do yourself a favor. If you are looking to move abroad, it's going to be a lot easier. If you are not looking to move abroad, okay, cool. But start doing stuff. You don't even have to travel abroad. You can travel anywhere in the city, anywhere you are in the United States. There is something to see. There is something to see. Instead of spending it and financing billionaires, my boy was like, bought something from Amazon today. I'm like giving money to Jeff Bezos. And I'm like, if you think at this day and age that if you want to tap out of a billionaire, that everything that you touch in the United States is not billionaire led or has hands on, they got ends on that, you are sadly mistaken. So you got to pick your poison. But I will tell you to take that time and those things instead of everything being 2 day shipping. Why don't you take 2 days and go somewhere or take your some time off and go see a national park or something like live your life, touch grass, put your take your shoe off and put it on grass, just boom. Some of these things are going to be wide and open, apparent when you guys go and move out in the United States. However, you're going to be looking at me like this guy is crazy. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But I will tell you that anyone that is an expat is going to take the same exact things. They're going to tell you you need to go outside because the United States might not breed it. But if you get outside, you're going to see so many people are outside. So many people are doing things. We talked about the physical things as far as decluttering. We talked about that. I hope I hit y'all in the heart when I'm talking about all that stuff y'all keep trading y'all time and energy and effort for because it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. We have to look at these things. And then when you get here, you have to realize that decluttering your life is also an American thing. Fireworks. It's a party here. Yeah, but decluttering your life is also an American thing because you are going to come here with so much baggage. You got baggage. You got baggage. Y'all got baggage. I got baggage. I had a whole lot of baggage, and had is a funny word that I decided to use because had and have are two different words, and I still have the American baggage. I was at a thing the other day. We went to a new bowling alley, a new Super Bowling opened up like not too long ago, and we were all there, and I kept hearing like screaming, and it was really loud in there, and I kept hearing screaming, and I was telling my boy, I'm like, yo. I don't realize like every time I hear screaming, I'm thinking like somebody in trouble, something about to go down. Like, do I need to like make a move out of there? And I realized he was like, yeah, America, you think a mass incident about to happen at any time. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even realize that I was just walking around with that. But considering like in America, you have to be on your P's and Q's and make certain that You're paying attention to these things. So it's like, decluttering the baggage, the mental baggage of what America puts on you, because you can come here with that same mental baggage and allow it to give you a bad time. People, if you come here and saying, like, why are people talking to me that I don't know? It's mental baggage. In the United States, people don't talk to people that they don't know. Somebody says something to you, especially up north, you're like, do I know this guy? Like, what? Did you know him? Say what's up to me, like I knew him or something. That's mental. That's baggage. That's baggage. That's baggage that costs nothing to check in at the airport, but weighs way more than the allowed pounds that they give you. You got 1,000 pounds on your back and on your head from America because you're living under stress every day. No, when I tell people that there are mass incidents and describe them and how they go down, and that live in Colombia and are from Colombia, they're like, "What are you talking about?" Places that y'all call third world countries. They say, "What are you talking about, RJ? How is that possible? What do you mean that you could just walk into a grocery store and somebody decides to just go, mass incidents? What?" They look at me like, "That's not what I see about America on TV." I know they say the snow globe, right? It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Awesome. People are happy. When I tell them that people go to work every day and are living on the streets, they look at me like I'm crazy. What? No way. Yes. 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 So, literally, it's a scenario where you guys have to consider what it is the dream that you've been sold and what it is that in reality is. It's like the Hunger Games out here. Y'all in District 13. May the odds ever be in your favor. Seriously. Because it's like you don't realize it. And I'm like, some people get on the other side of the door and close the door. Somebody say, like, oh, they got to figure it out themselves. I had to figure it out myself. I did. There was no me. There was no this. There was no like path. There was no resources. There was no suppository of things in one place. There was nothing. Just, I was just vibes. Just trying to get it figured out, doing my best effort, doing what it is that I could. There was nobody that told me that I was going to go through what I went through when I sat around all my things and said, what is it that means the world to me so I can take, and what is it that I can't? I got one picture. I got one picture of my entire, my family on my dad's side. I got one picture of all of us at a Thanksgiving. And I took that picture and had no idea. My aunt is in the front of that picture and had no idea a year and a half later she would pass. But every day I get to see that picture. What means the world to y'all? Like, I can't answer that for y'all. Y'all got to answer that. But this stuff and these things ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna cut it. It ain't been cutting it. Has it? Has it been cutting it? I don't think so. So start today. Just start. So many people do not have, and I'm certain that you have more than enough. Start decluttering. Instead of going to spend the next $1,000 that you make on a bunch of stuff and things, new electronics, go do something with that money. Or save up to go do something with that money. Whether it's local, it could be in the States, but do something. That'll get them. That will get them every time. If you went to a perfectly free national park in there, you would get them every time. You know why? Because you kept that money and you were able to do something else with it. Maybe a surprise bill come up and you're like, damn, you're right. I didn't go do this. And we went and had a great time in an unexpected place. And it was amazing. You don't just have to travel out of the state to or out of your city. There's so many things. Like, utilize this same thing that you're watching me on the internet to find it. Please. I'm saying, I get sad when I see old people and I ask them, what it is that you guys did. Like, tell me about your life. And they're like, yo, I just worked all the time. And it's like, you gonna get old. Look at these graves. These wasn't hair. I had hair on my head and no hair on my face. I just want you guys to know that somebody gonna talk to y'all real because didn't nobody sit me down and give me no real game. Didn't anybody sit me down and say, RJ, this is what you need to do, and this is what you're gonna go through before you go move abroad. But it's okay because it's like a caterpillar in a cocoon. And when you come out and you're that beautiful butterfly, and do not mean to be a cliche, but what I'm telling you, when you come out and you're that beautiful butterfly and you see the world for what it is versus what it is that you were sold, you're gonna be like, oh my, I was. You almost got me. You almost had me trade everything that I actually loved for things that I actually only temporary loved. You almost got me. They almost got me. Don't let them get you. So this decluttering in your life thing, please take it seriously. It's something that's going to hit you no matter what. Even if you move it tomorrow, you'll be like, this man got me seeing this all this stuff. I got all this stuff. I got little stuff, big stuff. Like it's so much stuff. Like please, guys, if you take anything, I'm coming at you from my heart. Just make certain that you are not trading your life for things that will go in the landfill. You are not trading your life for things that will go in the landfill. Please just promise me that. Start doing better today. It's nothing like the present. You can start today. And when you go to move abroad, you are going to remember this conversation. You are going to say that guy was on to something because I didn't realize how much stuff I had. And you will lose things, people, and yourself trying to keep onto that stuff. Like right now, when I first was out here, I had a 10x10. Then I went down to a 5x5. Now everything in the 5x5 can go. What it is, I have been out of it, away from it for the last 2 years. What am I doing? I think I have a coat in there. The only time I need a coat is when I go home to see my family. Because anybody know me, I'm like, you need to be like 70 degrees or higher. When it's going to be 70, let me know. That's when I'm going to go. And I'm literally like, everything except the coat and the scarf and the hat in there, they can go. What good is it doing me here? It's costing me money. It costs me more money than it is that the value of it is that I need it. I need to go back to where my storage unit is and get rid of all these things. You know why? It's been 2 years. What are we doing? But that's still the stuff and things. You see what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. Nobody's expecting you to be. What I am expecting you is to take solid advice from somebody that's actually already done this, somebody that actually cares enough to go sit 1 hour a day. Actually, it's 2 hours a day because I'm on at 3:30 with group travel, but at least 1 hour a day to dedicate to make certain that you guys don't make the mistakes that so many people do and go from TikTok to terminal. Boy, if y'all go from TikTok to terminal again, y'all, it's on you because I'm literally stop going from TikTok to terminal. These people that microwave information in 20 seconds for you and say, yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Nope. Nope. Guys, listen, go to YouTube, Black Expat Life in Colombia. You will see I'm not a BSer. You will see that there are not only other expats that are on here giving their story on our channel, but also experts to help you. You go to movetravelcolombia.com. There are actually their experts information, what it is they can do to help you in your expat journey. There are free resources from information about visas, things of that nature. Our relocation tours are coming up March 12th to the 17th. We do tourism trips, but this is designed to show you what life is like as a local. I'm about to lose I think I'm about to lose TikTok because my phone died, but I'll go going on. TikTok, I will see you tomorrow if it dies. Much love to y'all. But anyway, that's real. These things are all put to and designed to give you a place to take the internet and put it all in one place. Everything you could possibly need to move to Colombia is on that page. moodtravelcolombia.com. Please don't put a U. Colombians will tell you about yourself. It's two O's in Colombia. But seriously, these things are designed to help you guys have way more ease than most of my community that's down here had when they went to go move. We've got so many different resources, so many solid people that are actively bringing information and resources to the community. It gives you guys the opportunity to show up and not feel like you have to start from square one. So let's ask yourself, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to declutter your life? Because America definitely lied to y'all. I think y'all know that by now. I think y'all know America lied. It's more so, what are you going to do about it? It's not about not doing anything crazy. It's just about taking the power back. Stop buying the stuff and things. Stop. Now, if you got a hole in your shoe and you need a new shoe, go get a new shoe. But buying shoes just because retail therapy is a capitalism designed for you to continue on. Every time I hear people say, "Man, I can't wait till it's fall. I'm gonna get my fall fashion on." I'm like, that sounds like a bunch of clothes that you done bought, and I don't even like clothes. You know why? Because a bunch of stuff and things. Seen a dude the other day. It was fly, but he had like, these are my fall fashion outfits, and it was like 10 different color pea coats. And I'm like, if you got 10 pea coats, man, you got about 45, 50 pairs of dress shoes, 70 probably pairs of sneakers. And I'm like, man, stuff and things will literally keep you there. And not saying that people don't make great money in the United States and they buy the stuff and things, but are they happy? You see so many people on these shows and these things, and they got all the stuff and the things that you are killing yourself for also, and they like, my life is miserable. I'm in rehab. I need to go and find myself. I need to go in the woods and lick a toad, like, to get better. Like, all the stuff and things. So why are you killing yourself? And these people already have it, and they're telling you that this stuff doesn't mean anything. These things don't mean anything. Today is the day. Today is the day you guys stop and declutter your life. Whether it is to move abroad physically and physically have to downsize, or there's days today you stop buying all that stuff and things and say, I'm going to start doing more with my life. I'm gonna start going out, start seeing things, start seeing things in my city, seeing things in my state, seeing things in my side of the country, start seeing things in other parts of the country, whatever it is you look like. But don't buy any more stuff and things, please, unless you need to. You need to have a house, you need to buy groceries and things of that nature. But please don't go thousands of dollars of shopping and buying bags that mean nothing. I see so many Americans show up in Colombia with this bag in his face, like, and I'm like, no one cares about that bag except you. And you are sitting here positioning the bag as if we are supposed to care about it, and no one cares, because that does not make you a good person. When you are 75 years old or 85 years old and you are on a bed and you are laying there and people are like, "Grandma, are you feeling okay?" And you're like, "Bring me my bag, bring me my bag." And you hold it up and it's like, "Of course I'm okay, I've got my bag." You're not going to do that. You're going to say, "Did I live a good life? Did I do these things that that guy was talking about?" Take heed. Take heed. I promise you, things about to get a lot rougher. Everybody I talked to in America in the last 2 days, they done told me, "Man, I don't know what's going on, but it's getting crazy out here." And I was like, "Really?" I mean, I watch American news, so I stay abreast, but I don't consume myself because that place is crazy. That place is crazy. But I know there's rumblings, there's things that are going on, both political, both social, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. You got to make a decision. I would tell you, you're gonna keep more money in your pocket. One, not spending on a bunch of stuff and things that buy it on Monday don't ain't good on Friday. Don't have the same value to you on Friday. It's okay. We had a little therapy tonight. It's cool because this is a therapy session. This is an opportunity for you guys to ask the questions about the real life stuff. It's not about just packing your things and just taking a flight. There's so many other things that go into it, and most people won't tell you the real behind it. It's not here to scare you, it's to prepare you. It's to give you an opportunity to say, "Yo, this is what you're gonna go through. And it's gonna be beautiful. But you gotta snap out of this. You gotta snap out of what America has sold you, because you have been consumed with it daily, every day. They ramp up they literally have consumed everything into a capitalism. They have put everything into, this is what you can buy. Don't believe me? Obviously, you know Christmas, right? They ramp up they ramp up the Christmas commercials and all the new stuff. But they do that for every holiday. So July 4th sale. It's a President's Day sale. President's Day sale. We really love all these presidents that much. We gotta have a sale for them. Everything is a sale. Everything. They even monetized Juneteenth. They monetized Juneteenth. People come out. We saw politicians, Kunta Kinte cloths and taking kneeling. I don't know if y'all can see them, but they definitely got some fireworks going. Just fireworks, guys. It's just December. I think maybe somebody scored at the football game. Yeah, they're like right on the other side. I'm sure you guys can see. Let me see if y'all can. But it is interesting in Colombia. Like I told you guys, it's always fun. It's always fun. Yeah, bunch of bunch of noise. Hopefully, guys, that wasn't too bad on the sound. But yeah, it's a wake up call that we had tonight. I hope you got my message. I'm serious because it was a wake up call. It's time. It's time because it's not you might not have enough time. You might not have enough time if you keep on the path. Things are about to get difficult. I can see it. And all I want you guys to do is either one, make opportune times to move abroad if that's what you want to do, or two, figure out how you can better your life in the United States. Keep some of that money in your pockets. Stop buying shirts and jackets and hats. And you've got enough stuff. You've got enough things. Go live. Come live. Your choice. Won't take up too much of your time because you know it's almost that time and I did lose TikTok. But what I will tell you is this. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. is normally we go over our group travel calendar, but we got to December of 2025. So what that means is realistically, we're going to go over some special things that I don't think you guys know about that'll be releasing soon. That is going to touch a lot of people as far as some people are looking to change careers. How do I make money online? We're getting some of those things. We're getting some end of the year travel deals. Make certain that you guys know about those things, as well as some other offers that we have that are designed to help you travel a lot better. We're going on the holidays, so you probably will buy a bunch of stuff. But we talked about buying into to travel, into doing things. We'll talk about that tomorrow at 3. We're at 6:30 p.m. for all of the people that love Fridays because we talk about our relocation tours. Our relocation tours are 100% designed to give you the real deal. We do tourism, but this is not that. What this is a designed tour to show you the best places for you to live, both neighborhoods. We'll be going over rental properties. We have a half-day seminar that we go over with our experts that are on our page. Each day you'll go to visit a new neighborhood that gives you information on what an actual place looks like in that neighborhood. It will also give you grocery stores, bars, malls, co-working places, banks, where the locals actually shop. All of these things so you can determine where is it in Medellin that I actually want to go. Because if you're watching this, you are probably already thinking about it, ready to go. That guy looks like he's having a great time. It's fireworks in the middle of December, 70 degrees right now. He's having a great time. I am. And you can too. So we're getting our relocation tours. Might have a special guest. I will let you guys know what that looks like. We do also on Fridays outside of the relocation tour coverage. We also have expat convos. So not only do we bring expats that live out in Colombia, I want to be your resource for most things because I know it's hard to get a good person that you feel like you can trust. No problem. What I will do is not only bring in people that have already made the move to Colombia, but I will also bring in my expat friends that live abroad in other places. I got folks in Ghana. Shout out to my homie in Qatar. I got a homegirl that is in Zanzibar. All of these things are designed to help you figure out where am I gonna go? And I'm gonna bring the people to you. I'm gonna make it as easy as possible. That's the least I can do. I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to be blessed. Make sure you have a good Friday until 3 o'clock. If you have any questions, jump in my DMs. Them Jones are always open. We're trying to get this information to you guys. If you guys have any resource information questions, moodtravelcolumbia.com. MOOD Travel Columbia with 2 O's. Please don't put that U in there. .com, moodtravelcolumbia.com. And outside of that, put these notifications on. I will be back tomorrow. It's a busy weekend. We got some fun things lined up, man. I'm gonna have a good time. Hopefully, y'all stay warm. Bundle up. I saw my boy. He had a whole bunch of fur coats, fur hat on his head. It's not my hat. I'm no longer doing it. I appreciate you guys as always. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Stay tuned. Show is just beginning.